square, right?
I think
So,
more than 10, sir.
huh?
More than 10, I guess.
If not 10, then it can be 12, right?
Yes, sir.
So if 12, then you see we have here 14 2.3. That means you can think of 2.4, right? 0 to 2.4. 0.24, 2.4 means more than, if you make it 12, 12 to the 24, right? You
Yes.
make it double this way. Like each of the square will be then 0.2, right? Then 12 will be 2.4. This way it will cover a huge part. Okay.
Yes, sir. Like it
Next,
depends how much the line extended from where the point started
sorry.
and ended. Like this, like it depends on the points from where it started and it ended. I
Yes,
mean, how
yes,
much
yes,
it
yes,
covered.
yes. And you always try to cover as much as possible, huh?
Yes,
Within
sir.
that range. It starts. They said us to start the scale from origin, so we have to start it from zero. Then till 2.4, how much it is possible for you to cover, you should do that. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
the other things you wrote the unit, though the unit did not come here. I see it's written here. F Newton you wrote, right?
Yes, sir.
So the unit one you got marks, and plotting straight line, these 3 marks you are getting. So out of 4, your score will be here 3. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And we also write the note there that scaling in the y-axis, that's not covering more than half, right?
Yeah, registration goes there.
Y-axis grid does not cover more than half of the grid. Okay, the graph plotting part is checked for you. Then you see Abir's one.
Yes, sir.
Abir, how are you, Abir?
Yes, sir. Alhamdulillah.
We are seeing your graph. Yeah, your graph. Uh, it should be a straight line. This is a very unexpected graph from you. We we always get the straight line or curved line that will be smooth curve, right? It should be drawn with the ruler. Okay, Abir?
স্যার স্ট্রেট লাইন দিলে তো পয়েন্টসে বসে না পয়েন্টসে দুটো চলে যায়
It's not. Many times we said it's not mandatory or it's not expected that you will cover all the points. Uh, that's why it is called best fit line. Best fit line means you have to adjust or balance the points you have. Okay, so you have transparent ruler, right? 30 centimeter ruler. That one you should use here, and you. I'm showing you. You should draw for straight line one. I am showing you. You should draw best fit line this way, huh? It should be straight, not like my one kink line. It should be straight. Okay, so do it, huh? Maybe 1 or 2 points will go right side or left side. You will balance it. Okay, try to take the points in a way in your line so that some points are going left and right, and most of the points you are covering. Okay, you got it now, Amir?
Yes, sir.
And your x-axis is fine, but y-axis, your unit you wrote correctly, that one you are getting marks, 1 mark. Scaling, it should cover more than half of the grid. Already you understood when we discussed with ILT that your grid line, y-axis, it has 12 squares, big squares. So your reading shows uh, maximum covering like 0. If you start from 0, 2.4, that means 0.2. Each of the big square is giving you 0.2. So if it is 0.2, then 0.4. This way it will go to 2.4 till the last. So it will cover maximum part of your graph. Okay, Abir?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Y-axis scaling. This is called scaling. X-axis is fine. Y-axis does not cover more than half of the grid line. Okay. So here another thing, you have to be very careful when you are giving the blobs during plotting. This blob should not be too large. You use sharp pencil and give like this. Uh, you give a dot, very small dot give here, then give a circle around it, no problem. But the dot should not be so big. If it is covering more than half of the smallest square, then we'll lose the mark of the plotting. Okay, is it clear, Abir?
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
blobs should not be too large. Okay, so this one now we are considering it for you. So you are losing 2 marks here. One for scaling, another one is for straight line, best fit line. So it will be 2. Yeah, Tamjit. Hello, Tamjit. Tamjit,
Yes, sir.
your scaling, huh? And the unit of forces,
Sir, I'm index number.
huh? Unit of forces, Newton, right? And what you wrote, W. What
Sir,
is,
my mistake.
yeah, you should be careful about this. Very, very much careful. Only writing unit and quantity. You are getting simply 1 mark. So it's the easiest way to get the score. And this type of kinked line is not accepted. Huh? Best fit line should not have this type of kinked and overlapping or uh, you know double double lines. These all are unaccepted during the straight line. And already you understood scaling y-axis does not cover more than half of the grid here. You should start from here 0 and you take in the y-axis range. You have the values. It's still 2.3. So 0 to 2.3, 12 big square is covering almost the whole graph. If we start from 0 to 2.4, 0.2, 0.4, this way will go forward, and it will be last one will be 2.4. And the way paper 4 is very easy to do scaling because uh, it's given the values and the grid y-axis, x-axis are given in a way you can easily make the scaling. But the paper 3 you have to make it. In most cases we have false origin during the paper 3. The scaling is very tough. Paper 4 is very easy. Scaling is coming automatically. Now the other part, let us see. Okay, you see the mark scheme. Okay, then we have the values indicated is greater than half the grid used. Is greater than half the grid used. That means when you are getting the gradient, you should take more than half of the straight line length. Your 2 points should cover more than half of the straight line length. So take here, we have the values here for 2.3 minus 1.1, 75 minus 20. It seems to us that is covering more than half of the line. Yeah, is from 2.3, 1.1. Hmm. More than half is covering, yes, of the line you got. So here the value came 0.022 and mark scheme is giving 0.022. So here he is getting 2 marks easily. Then we have y intercept. We can uh, you see, extend your line so that it cuts the y-axis right down the intercept. See that your line makes with the y-axis. So it's instructed here to get the y-intercept from the graph directly. That's why they told you to extend it to get the y-intercept from the graph. So you have your y-intercept here, and look here, mark scheme, extrapolation seen, and candidates intercept plus minus half square. So it's expected here to get the y-intercept from the graph. 1.1. Yeah, it's covering more than half of the graph. More than half of the graph, yeah, 0.22. So it's here, 2 marks, huh? Extend your line so that you got when you are extending the line here, you also label it. The value you got here, you label it here, huh? Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, you label it here so that
Okay, na?
the examiner can easily understand it and check it from here. Yeah, it's arbitrary. You can get one, another student will get another one, but we see it from here. If it is matching with your graph and your writing value, then we give you mark. So you got here also mark C by M, right? Zero point 0.7 by 0.022 is coming 31.8. So you did not get any other digit after 0.2, 0.02, Tamjid? Hello?
No, sir.
Uh, in your calculator, you got 0.02,
Yes, sir.
only 0.02. After that, no digit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so another thing you see, your uh, grid graph, the graph you got here, from there you took the 2 points, 1.4 and 1.1. Let us go to the graph, 1.4 and 1.11, right? And do you think it is covering more than half of the line? Like your line is from here to here, right? So if you are taking the points from 1.4 to 1.1, then is it covering more than half of the line?
So 1.4 টাকা মাঝামাঝি যায়
Mm-hmm.
1.4 এর পয়েন্ট টাকা মাঝামাঝি যায়
Hmm. Where it is here, right? And your 1.1 is here, right? So
জি স্যার
this length, your length is from here to here with all the points. So do you think it's covering more than half of the line,
না
dotting
স্যার
line? No. So you should be careful about the points you are taking should be on the line, obviously on the line. Like it's not necessary that you have to take the points you already have in your, the list, but it is mandatory that you should take the points from the graph. If your those points are on the graph, then it is fine. If it is out of the line, like this point is out of the line, you cannot take this point. It's little bit out, right? So you take a point from the line. You can take it from here, another point from here, or you can take it from here. Maximum part, if you take, that is best. Like the triangle, the biggest triangle you take of the line, that is best. That is awesome. Okay. Why we are taking maximum part? So that there is less error in our gradient. Okay. If you take big sample, that the error becomes less, isn't it? Samjhe?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, so uh, for gradient, you are losing here 1 mark because the triangle should be more than half of the line. Okay, I'm
Okay.
writing the notes here for gradient. The 2 points taken should cover more than half the line. And if you do this, then you'll see your gradients, the ratio you are getting, that will be more better, and it will be more closer to the mark scheme value they gave 0.022. Now whatever you got, we are accepting it. 1 mark you will get there. Okay, from your 2 points you got this value, we are accepting it. Okay, now this one you got from graph, right? Y-intercept from here, right? 0.65. You label here 0.65, huh? When you are getting the value, you label it there. It is easier for the examiner to get it, and it's also easier for you to find it there.
Okay.
Okay. Now 0.65 divided by 0.02, it's coming 32.5. Whatever you are getting, that is correct. Okay. Now Abir's one. Let us see your one. Yeah, you got your. You wrote the equation, huh? So in this graph, it is expected to get it from the graph. Okay, they instructed it. So extrapolation should be the extrapolation means the extension of the graph should be touching there. However, we are giving you mark here. This is first time you. Next time you follow it, huh? The way the instruction is given. C by M means you have here 0.66 and 0.022. Okay, 30. 30 centimeter. Okay. Yeah, then W equals W by K is 22.5, 30, coming 1.3 Newton. 1.3, yeah. Two or three significant figures only. It's correct. They said the appropriate number of significant figure. You wrote two significant figure. Correct. Then it will be, yeah, 1.41. This correct. Then Tamjid. Now this one. When performing the investigation, the student rests a spirit level on the rule to check that the rule is horizontal before taking each Newton meter reading. Suggest why using a spirit level in this way is not suitable for carrying out the check in this instance. Mass on rule changes. Mass or weight, uh, we can say also weight. Weight is more better. Force, it can tilt the ruler, yes. Imbalance, mass and rule changes, yeah. Yeah, look here what is written there. Mass or weight on rule changes, Newton meter reading would change. That means force or weight will change, would not remain horizontal. That means imbalance, the one tiltish said, it may tilt. So we are taking all of them. All your statements are correct. Is correct. Okay, then next one, describe a method other than using spirit level of taking that the rule is horizontal. Use a ball and balance it on the rule. If the ball slides, then the ruler is not horizontal. MashaAllah. New idea. So creative. Measure the distance from the ground to the ruler for both the ends of the ruler and make sure both the height are equal. Okay, this one also you add, huh? Ilti. And make sure both the heights are equal. Ilti, are you there? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. What is the use of this distance measuring to check that the
এটা
both the
কত দিয়ে explain করলেন
yeah,
স্যার?
both the height are equal, right? Make sure the both the height are equal. I use something else like rule and replace it to check. Okay, it should be more specific, huh, Abir? Use
Yes, sir.
the ruler or set square at two positions to get the height from the table to the position of the ruler, so that if the height are same, you see, take that the height above the bench is the same at two or more places. Line up by eye the rule with some suitable horizontal reference. It can be set square, it can be ruler. Okay, so we check the height are equal, then we can say it is, and that is really creative. The one Kamrit said that we are placing one ball. If the ball slide, that means It's not balanced, right? It's not horizontal. We also accept that. We appreciate your idea. Okay, Tamjid?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Make it more specific, huh? Abir? CMS. MS will be given today. You can also check it from there. So this part is done, huh? Till question one is done. We have a few minutes left. We just showed you the way how to get it checked, and I just showed you in front of you. I checked it, then you understand how we are checking the papers and how you are getting the scores. And the other part of this, uh, I will check by myself, okay? And I will send it to your email after checking is done, hopefully by tomorrow. And I will give all the corrections. I think you will understand from the correction, and the mark scheme will be also there. So you get prepared accordingly, and the mock two papers already uploaded. That one you try by learning whatever you learned today. By using today's learning, you do the mock paper. Okay, mock paper two. Inshallah, the
Sir,
next
from
one.
now you will solve like this, like you solve yourself and then send the paper.
Sorry.
From now on, you will solve and send the paper.
Yeah, I will correct it. I will correct it completely by myself, and I will send it to your email, the corrected one. Okay, the way I
Okay,
correct it,
sir.
so that you can understand your mistakes. You check it, and if you have any confusion, next class again we'll discuss. No problem. Is it clear? And I
Yes, sir.
request you all one thing, that is, from now on, you try to give me a bit earlier, huh? Then I can check it earlier. Only in class, and I will check it and I will send it by Sunday. You have a look, and if you have anything confusion, that part only will discuss in class, so that your time is saved. Right?
Sir, if we don't have any confusion, is it okay not to attend?
Sorry.
If we don't have any confusion, is it okay not to attend the class?
Yeah, if you don't have any confusion, then it's okay if you don't attend in the class. No problem. But if you want to see the discussions and other students mistakes or any other ideas, it's better to attend the class. If you don't have any kinds of emergency, you attend the class. That's better. Okay. So a mock 2 paper already I uploaded. You see, mock 2 paper 4. Submit your work by Saturday. Please do it by Saturday night so that I can check it on Sunday, and I can send you the corrections by Sunday, and you can come here with preparation. Okay? Is it clear, everyone? Hello? Hello, Tamjid?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Abir? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Guilty? Okay, thank you so
Yes,
much.
sir.
Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. কারিমও পড়ে কিন্তু ও তো আসে না ক্লাসে। হুম, শরবত কোথায়? আরে ভাই, আগে উঠি বসি, তারপরে শরবত খাই। হুম, সুবহানাল্লাহ, যে বেলটা কড়া না একটা বেল, আল্লাহর নিয়ামত, আল্লাহ দিচ্ছে।